between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gaines. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Packers at 6 and 4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. This is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree, absolutely.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
brought down by Ed Oliver. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle they go. Gaines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gaines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaines. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, Gaines, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Bass on for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
On 1st down, Howell.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Howell throwing on 1st down here.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
faking the handoff. Howell.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The throw over the middle taken in, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And they go play action with Howell.
Here's Benjamin with a catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Another throw for Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Up the middle they go. Gaines. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Rolling to his left.
And no hesitation, he goes right back to Benjamin.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They'll go play action. Howell.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Take it in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down, Bacon, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Bacon. And some room to maneuver.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On second down now, Bacon.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Howell to throw.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell.
That's complete, right around the 8. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Howell, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. On 1st down, Bacon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Off play action, it's Howell.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown from 6 yards away.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best team.
And his pass is intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Falcons use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. Bacon, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Howell.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
By Brian Burns. Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
2nd and 15. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Falcons, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to...